is created is because on websites such as Instagram or some other websites like Zillow and things like that, sometimes they only allow you to provide one link to a website. Now that's nice to just provide one link to a website, but let's say that you wanted to have other avenues to bring people or to catch the lead. Hold on one second. Sorry. So I lost my train of thought. So the reason why you want to have that link that links to several other links is that for lead capture and things like that, it actually makes it really awesome because different people come from different platforms. Some people like social media more, some people like physical websites more, or some people just want to be able to book an appointment with you right then and there, see your calendar, or some other aspect like that. And so the really great thing about Linktree is that it allows you to capture people from various many avenues. So that way you can kind of provide them with all of these different options. So I'm going to share with you Linktree's website here. So this is Linktree's website. You can sign up for free and you can, do several links, but also they have a paid version as well where you can customize it a little bit better and things like that. So this is what it looks like. You have like this little platform where on your phone, it's like several different links, and then it links to your social media as well with your logo or your photo at the top. And then it just gives you one link like this, where it's like Linktree / your name or your company name or something like that. And then that is the link that you grab and you put it into your Instagram or your Zillow or any other area where you are asked to provide a website. So this is kind of like a catch-all, one place for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set this up in your own Instagram. So right now we are going to sign up for a new Linktree account. So you can sign up for the Linktree account first. And we are going to, let's just create like a random one. So, you know what? I've already created one. So let's just sign in to this one here. Let's sign into that account. Okay, so, oops. All these ads. Okay, so this is a dashboard for Linktree. When you get in, excuse me, when you first get in, it kind of asks you to verify your email and all that. So just make sure you do that. And then once you go into the dashboard, it's very simple to start creating links for your web, for your platform. So it has one here that's already in place. So what you would do is you would first put in your website or something like that. So for instance, let's say you have a 21 online website. So let's see, we're gonna go with, all right, let's just pretend actually. So I'm gonna say visit my website. And then down here, we're gonna put www.century21masters.com. So that's one website. And then as you can see here on the right, it pops up with visit my website so that whenever someone clicks on that, it goes to this link, century21masters.com. And then once you create another one, you can do book a consultation. Let's say that, book a consultation. And then let's say you have a link for Calendly, right? So everyone, if you guys haven't already signed up for Calendly, please do so. It's very, very efficient for your clients or for anyone to schedule an appointment with you so they can see your calendar. So please do that. If you don't already have one, then we should definitely sit down and do the one together. So book a consultation, and I'm going to grab my link from Calendly and then drop that into the URL here, paste. And then now you have a button here for book a consultation. So on the left side here, you see that there's these 3 dots on both of these boxes. That's just for you to drag the order that you want for people to see it first. So it does kind of matter, not necessarily, but if you have a lot of them, let's say like more than 5 or 6, you want to have them in a certain order so that when people come to the link tree, they see something that you want them to do first. So for instance, if you want them to book a consultation first, then you want that to be the very first thing that shows up. So as you can see, like it's very simple to do this. You just have to put in the link, you put in a title for what you want people to do, and then that will instruct them on what to do here. Now you can easily turn on and turn off these by toggling these buttons here. So let's say you have a link to something, but you're not totally sure if it's ready. You can turn it on and turn it off, and just leave it in a draft mode, but it'll still be saved here. So you can definitely do that. And then you can also add a photo to it. So for instance, I have had some agents who want to put their listing on there. So for instance, let's say you have a new listing that you want to advertise on here. You add a new one, you put the address for that listing. So take a tour of, I don't know, whatever address, right? Put in a fake address. And then the URL, 1219 address.com, something like that. And then there's this little icon here for images. So you click on the icon, you click set thumbnail, okay, and you can choose something. So let's see what we have. Upload. So let's just pretend like this. Oh, let's see. We don't have one of a house. Oh, we have one of a kitchen here. So I'll put this kitchen picture in here. And then let's say I like this part here where it shows the lights and the chair. So I'm going to save that and then click on upload. And then now the upload is here, and you see that it's a little thumbnail here on the left-hand side. It doesn't look it's not as big and easy to see. So I usually don't really care to put it there, but if you have a nice clear picture, then it definitely helps, especially if you're looking at it from a phone. Maybe, it's much clearer on a phone, but you can do that. And so that will help you to have a place to put your new listings, so that people can see that as soon as they get to your link tree. That, like if you want them to check it out, they click on that, look at that property. If they really like it, then they can contact you, which should be through your website. If your property site is on there, it could go to your property site, wherever that property is. So I've seen some people who do that as well. And then, like if you have, let's say you're doing podcasts for real estate, or if you have like reports or articles, about real estate, you can also link that on here. So it's just a good place to provide people with information, to contact you, to learn more, to get some kind of value out of visiting your link. So that's what I wanted to show you. Now, there are some other things that you can do as well. So they have pro plan stuff. So if you wanted to pay more, you can get like ratings and more reports and stuff like that. But these are definitely not something that you get for free. So, you can probably just leave this off until after you have used this for a while and you feel like you've gotten a lot out of it and you want to get some more out of it. So when you're just starting off, we could just stick with the free features for now. Okay, so now that we have 3 links, we're going to move over to the appearance. So this tab up here for appearance, if you click on it, well, I'm sorry, before I move forward, do I have any questions from anyone about how this stuff works, or anyone want me to walk through anything again?
Don't lie. Maybe another day we could do a follow-up, like, because I'm sure a lot of us are trying to do it now and we might run into problems that we don't know to ask yet.
Well, while you're running into the problem now, ask now.
Yeah. So far we're good. I'm good so far.
That's why we're here. Hold on. Let me back up for a second here. Let me tell you why this is important. Because if you walk away from this, everyone, present company included, if you walk away with stuff that Jocelyn talks about and you don't ask questions, 5 minutes after you walk away, you will have forgotten everything that she said. Guaranteed. It's not because you're dumb. It's not because of any, something wrong with you. You have so much going on in life. You can't retain this kind of technical information if you don't know the tech. Okay. I don't know tech. I know how much it costs because I pay the bill, but I don't know anything about it. So ask, go over this again. How did you get here? Ask questions, because if you don't, then you're going to forget, and then it's not going to be as valued. So don't be afraid to ask questions or ask her to go back.
I do have a question, Jocelyn.
Yeah!
I'm here. I finally make it. So for this username, would that be really critical? Do you need to have some kind of name that represent you, or it's just convenient for you to remember? Is that does that make a big deal for the username?
It does. Yeah. So the username is not only for you to remember, it's for the users to remember. So the easier it is to remember and shorter it is, it's easier for them to type it in somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So you definitely don't want to have lots of numbers and letters like mixed up like a password. No, not like that.
Sure. That's good to know.
Yeah. All right. So another thing that I forgot to go over is, let's say you have a lot of different links available, or buttons, I guess. If you have a lot of buttons available and you want to group them, right? Just to make it easier for your user, if you click on this link here, they have things that are like headers, right? So that you can put a header in and then you can categorize it. So let's say you have a lot of these listings, new listings. So if you wanted to do that, you can just type in properties, right? Or let's say new properties. And then it would show up here, right? And then you could create another one for, I don't know what another one would be, like sold properties or something. Sold can't spell, sold properties. Okay, and then you would just drag that underneath, and then you would put them all underneath, so that way when people are scrolling through, they say, oh, okay, so these buttons are all the new properties, and then these are all the sold properties, et cetera, et cetera. So you can definitely do that. And then there's also things for like support me link for donations. Obviously, I don't know if you guys would do that, but like, let's say, I know that sometimes like agents do like fundraising things in their community, stuff like that for their community. You could do that, a support me link, or a request link, which means like for payment and stuff like that. So you can connect it to your PayPal, or I don't know, your like all these other payment platforms if you use those for any reason. So you can do that as well. So that's definitely awesome. And then you also have like music. I don't know why you would need that necessarily, but if you wanted to add music for any reason, you can do that as well to your link tree. So, all right. So if anyone has no more questions, I'll move forward to the appearance section. This is pretty simple to do, so it's not going to take very long for me to explain. So I just want to make sure that I am giving you guys as much value in what I'm saying. So if you have anything that you're confused about, or if you have any ideas of like, what you could use this for, just like throw it out there and we can talk about it more. Okay, so appearance.
I have a quick question on this. Okay. Yeah. So I got to this part, and I was adding a new link to my my website for my real estate. It says it only has 35 characters that it allows. I can't fit the whole thing in. So is there a way to do that?
So when you say 35 character, I'm assuming you're trying to get that Zap website's link, right? The whole home sale, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that one is a really long link. And unfortunately, sometimes it does have that problem. So what you would have to do is we would have to substitute that link for the Century 21's shorter link. So you and I have to actually walk through that together. If you don't mind booking an appointment with me, I can turn on your Century 21 link for you. So that way you get this shorter one, and then you can copy that and paste it into your link tree.
Okay, so you copy and paste, and then that's how you get it. Okay.
Yeah, because yours would say something like Riva, what's your last name?
Knudsen.
Knudsen, yeah. So it'd say rivaknudsen.c21.com. So
Okay.
it's much shorter. So we're gonna have to do that for you. And that's a good question, actually. I'm glad you brought that up, because now everyone else who has that and they haven't turned on their Century 21 link will have to do that for them as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go into appearances now. So for the appearance, that's exactly what you might think it is. It's the appearance of the platform. What you would do here is you would put in your profile title. So let's say you put like Century 21 Masters Realtor. Maybe put in your first name, something like that. I'll just put my name, Jocelyn, and then, whatever you decide. Oh, cannot be longer than 30 characters. Okay. Let's see, maybe I'll delete that. Okay, so that's what you can put there. So it has the title like this, right? But if you wanted to just leave it, then you can leave it, and it has the username up there. So you can do whatever you want if you want it to be more creative. And then down here, you get 80 characters. You can type in your bio. So something about your experience, things that you specialize in, stuff like that. If you know how to do probate, all that stuff. So you can put all of that in there, kind of enticing people to see or to get to know you a little bit. And then here's the picture. So you pick a picture and you put it in there. You can design one with Canva. If you have a logo, definitely put in your logo, or you can put a picture of your headshot, things like that in there. So let's say I go in here. I'll just grab a random person that I have. Okay, save that, upload. Okay, so now we have that picture in there. And then this goes down here. So it's going to be your username, or not your username, sorry, your profile title, and then all your description down here and your picture above. And then you can choose from the free ones, right? Because you have to pay for the pro ones, but you can choose from different ones for the color and look of your background. So you can pick this one if you wanted it. If it's more of like a, like a pinkish color. So maybe for the females, I know the males probably want something darker, or I might be wrong. Maybe they want pink too. So I don't know. But there you go. So you can choose different ones. And then if you want to choose different button shapes, things like that. Oops, I guess this is a pro feature. Yeah, so I guess you can't do a lot with the free as far as appearance goes. But it's the functionality of it is what's most important right now. It's not so much about the look. But that would be how you do that. And then if you wanted to, put some social media, things like that in there, you can do that as well. So here they have social links, and then you can put in like your email, Facebook URL, Instagram, YouTube. Like obviously you can see this long list of social media URLs that you can put in here, and they would show down here, or you can actually place them at the top as well. So if, like, let's say you put in, whoops, I'm gonna type in my email here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of like see if I can put anything in here. Nope, I can't do that. Okay, so we're gonna have to get Facebook in here. I'm just gonna grab someone's thing. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna take hers. Whoops. Is that Facebook? Yes, this is Facebook. So I put the Facebook one, stuff like that. So as you can see, the icons show up right underneath the buttons. If you choose bottom, or you can choose top with this drop down here, and it'll show up at the top. I would say if you have a lot of these buttons, then maybe leave it at the top, so that way people have it right there. And then they can start scrolling down to see all of your links and stuff. But if you're not very active on social media, probably put it at the bottom, because then, you know, you don't want people to see it or something like that, but you want them to be able to reach you on social media if they need to. So it just depends on what you're most active on, what looks the best, what gets the most interaction. Put that at the very top. So there you go. So that's how you do that. Other than that, everything else, you know, you can do like email, sign up, all that stuff, but you have to pay extra. So, you know, if you want to put some money aside to do that, then you get a little bit more features to play around with. But other than that, that's pretty much how you set that up. You get your link here. This is going to always stay the same. So this link here, you can click on share, and you can share it to, you know, to anybody really. And then they also have a QR code, which is really awesome. So it's your QR code, you know, you can take a picture of that, and like QR codes are pretty big right now, as you know, due to COVID. So you can like walk around and kind of like show people, and they can just take a picture and it takes them to your link, things like that. But if you're online, you can take your link, and then you could plug it in to, let's say, like your Facebook, right? So if you're on Facebook, you have a place to put your website address. So right here where the website address goes, you would put that in there, and then it would allow people to go to the link tree and then either book an appointment with you, go to your website, go to your other social media platforms. So it just kind of allows them to choose to do all of these different things. So you can do it like that, or on Instagram, there's that one section for website. You could put it there. I know Zillow also has that for like, you know, what is your website? You put that there. So it just gives people kind of like a way to reach you in all different formats. So that
Hey,
is.
Jocelyn, I have a question. I don't know if you know the answer to this, kind of a psychological question. Are there too many links to give? So let's say you set up a Linktree account and you have 4 links, or because there's so many, as you went through that list, right? There's so many links you could send people to. If you gave people 10 links, is it ever too much, too many links that overwhelms people, or is that not a thing?
Yes, I think that there is too many. I would say at most maybe like 6 links would be the maximum to put on your link tree.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if it's in categories, like I said before, like these new properties, if it's in a category, let's say at the very bottom or something, and you have like a lot of properties on there, maybe like 5 properties at most, then that I think creates like a feeling of it being one group. So then it's not bombarding people. But if there's like choices of what to do, like let's say, call me, schedule an appointment, email me, visit my website, you know, those are like things that you're asking them to do. So that one, I would say just minimizing it to 5 or something like that, 5 or 6.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for asking that question.
Well, I know for myself, and that's why I asked the question, because I don't know if this is a Robert thing, or because that's happened before, or if this is like an everyone thing. But if I were to click on a link tree and I saw, hey, here's my website, here's my link to my testimonials, blah, 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 like 3 or 4 things, I'd be like, okay, cool. But if I opened something up and I saw 10, here's a link to my website, my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my WeChat, my SheChat, my HeChats, and all these other different things. To me, I would look at that and go, holy crap, I don't even know where to go. It's so overwhelming. So but it can happen really quickly because we can come up. I know I kind of joked about that, but realistically, you could very easily, for some people, have 8, 9, 10 different links you could send out.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked the question, is it too much sometimes to have too many links on there?
Yeah. And that's a good point too, because like, I've been on some people's link trees before, and they're kind of like an online, what do you call them? Or like a inspirational people. What are they called?
Like DIYers or
Motivational speakers.
Influencer. There you go. Yeah. So like online influencers, right? So they do a lot of different things. They blog, they podcast, they YouTube, they TikTok, so like all these different platforms, and they have everything on there. But the thing is, like, they're pretty cohesive across all those platforms. So it's just kind of like, it's almost like having a portfolio on Linktree, like this is all the things about me and this is what I do. So when I look at that, I don't get overly bombarded, but I can see how, like, for real estate, I could get bombarded because there's like, so many listings and so many like ways to do different things, but it's all leading to kind of like the same. I don't know, honestly. It's just kind of confusing when there's too many links, and I get that, but sometimes it feels like it's okay. So I don't know if that makes any sense.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I
What's
get
the
it.
benefit of Linktree compared to what was the name of the other one that you did last week?
Later.
Yeah, Later.
Well, Later does something completely different. Later is for scheduling your social media posts. Yeah, Linktree is just for having links, lots of links. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, you guys?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me
I still
tomorrow.
don't get, okay, so what is the benefit of this though? I mean, because it has links like Later, so I'm still confused as to the benefit of this. Sorry.
Well, okay, so Later is not used specifically for links. It's used for scheduling your social media post. So like, let's say you're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Well, no, I don't know if you do YouTube, Pinterest, all that stuff. So those 6 different platforms, and you have the same topics that you want to talk about, or you have a lot of different topics that you want to talk about throughout the month. Well, on Later, you would go on there and you would schedule them out different days and times of the week or for the whole month. And then it would automate it for you so that you don't have to go in every day to post it. It would just post it for you through that platform. So you just kind of take some time out during the month to sit down and plan it all and then schedule it all so that it goes out automatically. For Linktree, it has nothing to do with social media posting. It's only to give people a way to get to your social media or to your website, but it's on one little page, it's like just one page with a lot of links on it so that it gets you to Facebook or gets you to YouTube or to
Got it. Okay, so people who start to join Linktree to go quicker to see all about Robert or all about Riva or whoever, they could go here and then see all the places that they're at.
Yeah.
In media, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I hope that you guys find this, useful, and you can use it somehow to make it better for you as far as like bringing in more leads and giving people more access to all of the different places that you're at or the different things that you do, so, and like, for instance, if you wanted them to schedule a house tour or something like that, you can add in your Calendly link there if you wanted them to book consultation, blah, blah, blah. So just like different things that you want them to do with you. So it just gives you the opportunity to spread out when there's a website that doesn't allow you to necessarily spread out as much. So
That completely makes sense now. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad that was helpful. So if you guys want to try this, set up an account, and then create some links in it, and then if you want to like share your Linktree link with me, then I can kind of take a look at it, and then if you have any questions about it or you came across any problems later on, then I can help you troubleshoot it. And then we can set that up onto your Instagram, all of your websites, things like that. And then for Riva, like I said before, we need to set up your Century 21 link for your homepage or for your website. So let's do that, schedule an appointment, and then we can set that up for you. But if anyone, we've been doing like marketing material for you guys if you do these homework assignments or like these little things that I'm teaching in the class. And so if you do that already, or if you've already done it while we're in class and you kind of already set it up for yourself and you just want to like share the link with me, then just send it over to my email, and then I can create something for you as far as marketing material, whether it's a flyer, postcard, even like one of those top covers for your website with like your name and your contact information for your website to make it look nice. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't mind like doing all of that to make it so that you guys can share that with your clients and stuff, and it's branded for your business.
I have a recommendation. I think every master's agent should sign up for something with Jocelyn this week. I refuse to believe that every single one of you have everything digitally figured out. Okay, so postcards, flyers, website help, social media tips, whatever. This is what she's here for. Utilize her.
Jocelyn, can you test us the link to schedule appointment with you?
Yes. Do you want me to send it to you in the chat box?
Yeah, sure. That would be okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. There you guys go. So no more questions before I go? You guys are good?
Okay, I have one more.
That was helpful.
Okay. It was, okay, see how on the screen, we see add new link. And then when you come down and then it says take a tour, and it has like the little pencil where you can edit.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get the next line with an edit? Because I only have one that's showing up. One little
The pencil down here?
pencil. Yeah.
Well, it should be there already. Like, do you see URL like this?
No.
What does yours look like?
I'll show you. Oh, here.
Oh wait, I can't do that.
You see it?
It's small. Okay, yours doesn't look like that. Oh,
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I would, I've never done it on a phone before. Can you try to click add a new link again and see what it does?
Okay. Oh, now it has it.
Okay, when you clicked add a new link?
Yeah, that's weird that the
Okay.
first one didn't do it, but okay.
Yeah, it was probably just a glitch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Thanks.
I agree.
Alrighty.
You are awesome.
All right, everyone.
Thanks again.
Oh, you're welcome. Just let me
Jocelyn,
know.
don't go too far. I'm going to call you in 5 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to work on a project for something.
Yeah. Okay.